What's good, Ravens fans? It's your boy Jason, and we are back with another video in the Ravens space. Thing got so much. Let's talk about defensive backs. Some good news in Ravens land. 3 of our defensive backs have been noticed and been applauded for things they do well. If you guys do not know, ESPN does a ranking called the Shutdown Index of different cornerbacks and DBs, so cornerbacks and safeties, and where they rank in the index. And I want to share that with you guys and have a discussion and listen to what the people have to say. So let's jump right into it. So first, I'm going to show you guys the 3 Ravens players that have made the list here, and then see what the comments got to say. So this comes from Jameson Hensley does good work. And he says 3 Ravens have made Matt Bowen's Shutdown Index, which is the NFL's best defensive backs in 18 different categories. If you want to see the full list, you can on ESPN. You do have to pay for that. But for our team, these are the lists, and I'm going to talk about each one because I think each one is real, and I think each one is true. So first, let's talk about Marcus Williams. Guys, I've told you guys right now that Marcus Williams is, in fact, the best coverage safety in the league. And when it comes to range, it's obvious that he is the best. You can just look at the interceptions he has this season, see the distance that he covers, where these interceptions are coming at. The answer is all over the field. It's not just, him jumping one certain type of route. He has jumped routes across the middle and the deep third, just a lot of different things, deflections, all that good stuff. So he is, in fact, the best range, and arguably, I still think he's in the running for best safety. Again, the issue with Ravens, as it always is, it's always the issue with Baltimore Ravens, are injuries. And with injuries, there's no excusing them because your best ability is availability. But he certainly does have the best range of any safety in the league. Best rookie safety is Kyle Hamilton, and this is easy. Again, and I think the funny thing about Kyle is that he's arguably the most versatile safety in the league. Now, again, we're going to talk about Marlon, but when it comes to being a versatile safety, he does it all, and that ability really helps him out. Now, I want to be fair. I want to be 100% fair. Kyle got picked on last game. They attacked him, and he's not the best man-to-man cover guy, which is understandable for a safety. But the only way we can get him on the field is by having him there. So in order to do that, he's going to have to sometimes play that slot role and cover those shiftier receivers, and he gets beat when he does that every now and then. However, when it comes to his ability just to do multiple things, he usually doesn't miss tackles. He usually can play in the box with linebackers and the dime. He can do a lot of just different things. He can play safety back there. He just doesn't have the chance because we're so stacked at safety. So I think next year, we're really going to see him take over and become one of the best safeties in the league. But again, I know that doesn't help us this year, but I think he is the best rookie safety, and he will mature to be one of the best safeties in the league. Next, and I want to spend some time talking about this, is most versatile corner. Guys, Marlon Humphrey is one of the best corners in the league, and sometimes that doesn't get you the praise that you deserve when your best ability is being versatile, right? So a perfect example of what I can give you guys is if, for example, you are equally as good as pass rush as you are in run defense, those players aren't the ones that get the big paydays. You know who gets the big paydays? The ones that can get to the quarterback at an elite level. And sometimes those other players who are really, really good get overlooked, right? That's why you have players, for example, that I think are just as good as some other players not even get the shine, right? And I think that's what's happening with Marlon Humphrey here. Marlon Humphrey is a great cornerback in every facet. but he's not the best cover corner in the league, right? And that is what people at the cornerback position praise and applaud. Right now, I think it's Patrick Surtain. Actually, that's him right there. I think he's the best corner in the league. But that's because his ability to just stick to his man, right? He's not as good in coming up and run defense as Marlon Humphrey. I don't think he's as good as zone coverage as Marlon Humphrey. Of course, he can follow men across the field, but I think when it comes to forcing fumbles, Marlon Humphrey's better. But I just think that is the reason why Marlon Humphrey doesn't get the praise that he should, because he is easily the most versatile corner in the league. He's an A across the board in a lot of different categories. And without him, our defense would be totally different. Anytime we need someone to travel, he's the one that gets the call. Anytime we need someone to lock down a certain side of the field, he gets the call. I've seen him guard every single position on the field. And so I really do think he's awesome and deserves more praise than he gets. I do think in the league, he's a top 5 cornerback. I don't know where, I haven't made a list. But I do think he's a top 5 and deserves more praise. So we'll get into some comments. Before though, I'm just trying to think that I don't know if there's a category for like best, or most promising player or best potential player. But I think Geno Stone deserves something because Geno Stone is really, really good. And he's a starter in this league. Similar to Elliott, who we had last year, who was a starter in this league, just not for this team. And again, that could be a different myriad of things. Now, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay someone to be safety back there. We drafted Hamilton, so it could be him, and Geno might just stay backup. But Chuck Clark, he needs some money or he has to go. And because he needs his spot either cemented or he has to go, he'll probably be gone. So again, if I would say someone who's like the next up or someone who's under the radar, it would be Geno. I think he's really, really, really good. Okay, so you guys see me looking at the screen over here. So let's get into some of these comments here. What a comment, Okay, well, not a lot of comments. One about the Broncos, so we're not gonna get into that. Okay, I guess we're cutting it short, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Enough comments there. Stay tuned. We're watching, I'm watching everything. I'm coming to you with the news. I'm coming to you with all these different tidbits. So thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.